Friends, welcome to Guru Gyanam. It's all about home science. Today, I am going to explain you about man-made fibers. This video is part 3 of your chapter Fabrics Around Us. In its part 2, I explained you about natural fibers and their properties like cotton, wool, silk, linen, jute, etc. So let's begin with regenerated man-made fibers. Firstly, regenerated cellulosic fibers. They are derived either from the cellulose of the cell walls of short cotton fibers that are called linters or more frequently from pine wood. There are 3 types of man-made cellulosic fiber, that is rayon, acetate and triacetate. Rayon is a man-made fibers that is made from naturally occurring polymers that simulate natural cellulosic fibers. It is neither a truly synthetic fiber nor a truly natural fibers because it is a combination of natural material and synthetic material. There are 2 varieties of rayon, that is viscous rayon and high wet modules HWM. These in turn are produced in a number of types to provide certain specific properties. Here you can see the manufacturing process of rayon. You can see here pulp, cellulosic pulp is used and sodium hydroxide is using for the processing of rayon. So both cellulosic pulp and sodium hydroxide is added and both are kept for aging. After that dentation process occur. Here carbon disulfide is added there. Then again the shredded part is dissolved with sodium hydroxide and after that spinnerate is used for the spinning of regenerated rayon fibers. So this is the whole process of manufacturing of rayon. Just take a look on the properties of rayon fibers. When we look at its macroscopic appearance, it striation seen in viscous and high strength rayon. If delustered, scattered specks of pigment can be seen. Here you can see. Then its length, it can be a filament fibers or a staple fiber. It depends on the requirement of producer. Its color is transparent unless dye is used there. It has high luster, fair to excellent strength. Rayon fiber have regular rayon has fair strength and high tenacity type have very good strength. HWM rayon is much stronger than viscous rayon. Elasticity is regular. For regular rayon, its elasticity is low, and for high strength rayon, it has good elasticity. It has high wet is not good resilience, but for SWM rayon it has a better resilience capacity and moisture absorption higher than natural cellulosic fiber, but when it is wet then it becomes weak. It can bear less than 148 degrees centigrade of temperature. After that it loses its strength and decomposes between 176 degrees centigrade to 204 degrees centigrade. Then flammability, burns rapidly unless treated, and electric conductivity, it has fair conductivity to electricity. Next is its application. It is used for apparel like blouses, dresses, jacket, lingeries, linings, suits, necks, ties, etc. For furnishing items like bedspread, bedsheet, blanket, window treatments and upholsteries. For industrial uses like medical surgery products, non-woven products, tire, cord, etc. And It is also used for feminine hygiene products, diaper, towels, etc. Next fiber is nylon. Nylon, the fiber forming substance, is a long chain synthetic polyamide in which less than 85% of the amide linkage are attached directly to two aromatic rings. The elements carbon, oxygen, nitrogen and hydrogen are combined by chemical process into compound which react to form long chain molecules chemically known as polyamides and are then formed into fibers. There are several forms of nylon, each depends upon the chemical synthesis, that is nylon 4,6, 6,6, 6,10, 6,12, 8,10 and 11. Just take a look on the manufacturing process of nylon. For manufacturing of nylon, adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine is mixed together, and after that the mixture of nylon fiber is ready with addition of hydrogen gas. Then it kept in autoclave, and after that they convert into small crumbs, that is called nylon polymer. After that it is sent to the spinnerette and spinning has been done. After that it is winding as a thread, or it can be a filament or a staple fiber. Clear? Just take a look on the properties of nylon. Its macroscopic appearance is very smooth and even, you can see in this picture, and the length, filament and staple both can be controlled. Length, its color is off-white, it has high luster, its strength is very high, elasticity is high, resiliency is very good, moisture absorption is very low, that is 3.8%. It is a heat resistance but melts at 250 degrees centigrade. Flammability, melts slowly, does not support combustion, and electrical conductivity is very low, generate static charges. Its application: nylon fibers is used for pantyhose, stocking, leggings, etc., for home furnishing items and for industrial applications like parachutes, tire cord, ropes, airbags, etc. Next fiber is polyester. In polyester, the fiber forming substance is any long chain synthetic polymer composed of at least 85% by weight of an ester of a substituted aromatic carboxylic acid, but not restricted to substituted terephthalate units and para-substituted hydroxybenzonate units. In producing such fibers, the basic elements of carbon, oxygen and hydrogen are polymerized. Variations are possible in the methods of production, in the combination of ingredients, in the ultimate molecular structure of the fiber forming substances. Here you can take a look in the manufacturing process of polyester. So, terephthalic acid and ethylene glucose or dihydric alcohol is mixed together for polymerization reaction. Then its polymers of polyester is created. After that the chips is dried, then send it to in spinnerette. After that spinning is done and fibers can be obtained. So this is the manufacturing process. Just take a look on its properties. Its macroscopic appearance: it has a smooth, even rod-like structure and different cross-sectional shape. Here you can see it has filament or staple. It has white color bright or dull luster. It means its luster can be controlled according to their end uses. It has a good to excellent strength. Elasticity is fair to good. Resilience is excellent. Moisture absorption is less than 1%. What is the effect of heat? Its soft or sticking temperature is above 204 degrees centigrade, and electric conductivity accumulates static charges. It is a thermoplastic fiber, has a good strength, and hydrophobic means non-absorbent fiber. Where it is used? For apparel, woven and knit shirts, pants, jacket, hats, etc. For home furnishing like bedsheet, blanket, upholstery furniture, and cushioning material, and industrial uses, conveyor belts, safety belts, tire reinforcements, etc. Next fiber is acrylic. Acrylic fiber is the fiber forming. In acrylic fiber, the fiber forming substance is any long chain polymer composed of at least 85% weight of acrylonitrile units using complicated process. Carbon, hydrogen and nitrogen, the basic elements, are synthesized with a small amount of other chemicals into larger polymer combination. So variation are possible in the method of production, in the combination of ingredients and ultimate molecular structure of the fiber forming substances. It is a soft, warm handling characteristic similar to wool and a good resilience fiber. Here you can see the manufacturing process. The process is same. Chemical is added. Chemical is added. After that, aging has been done, and then dry. It is prepared by both method, by dry spinning and by wet spinning. Clear? Now just take a look on the properties of it has a uniform and smooth surface, irregular space striation. Its length is mainly made for as a staple fiber, but if required it can be a filament fibers. It has white color, bright or dull luster. It has a fair to good strength. Elasticity is good. Resilience is good. Moisture absorption is very low, that is 1 to 3%. When applied heat, it becomes yellow and may occur. It become yellow at above 148 degrees centigrade and softening or stocking after 232 degree centigrade. It's flammable. When we check its flammability, it burns with yellow flame, and electric conductivity is fair to good. Where it is used? It is used for apparel and home furnishing. So this is acrylic fiber. Now spandex fiber. Spandex is a manufactured fiber in which the fiber forming substance is a long thin synthetic polymer comprised of at least 85% of segmented polyurethane. Clear? So spandex or elastane, or we can say elastomeric fiber, is a synthetic fiber known for its exceptional elasticity, stretchability. It is stronger and more durable than rubber. Its major plant competitor. It was invented in 1959, and when the first introduced, it revolutionized many areas of the clothing industry. Spandex is the preferred name in the North America, while elastane is a more often used elsewhere. A well-known trademark for spandex or elastane is Invista's brand name Lycra. Another trademark also Invista's is Elaspan. Clear? So just take a look on the characteristics of spandex fiber. Spandex fiber can be stressed repeatedly and still recover to very near to its original length and shape. Generally can be stressed more than 500% of without breaking, stronger, more durable and higher reactive force than rubber, lightweight, soft, smooth and supple. In garment, it provides a combination of comfort and fit, prevents bagging and sagging, heat settable, facilitate transforming puckered fabrics in the flat fabrics or flat fabrics into permanent rounded shape. It is dyeable fibers, resistance to deterioration by body oils, perspiration, lotions and detergents. It has a good abrasion resistance when fabrics containing spandex are sewn and the needle causes little or no damage from needle cutting compared to the older type of elastic materials. It's available in fiber diameter ranging from 10 denier to 2500 denier. Where it is used? It is used for a garment where comfort and fit are desired, like hosiery, swimsuit, aerobic, exercise wear, sky pant, gold bracket, disposable diapers, waist bands, bra straps and bra side panels. Compression garments like surgical hose, support hose, bicycle pants, foundation garments and shaped garments like bra cuffs. So this is all about the synthetic fibers, means man-made fibers. I hope you understand part 3. Now wait for its part 4, that is about yarn manufacturing process. If you have any query, just write in comment box. Thanks for watching Guru Gyanam. It's all about home science. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, like and share as much as you can. So thank you so much.